Welcome to Game 7 of the World Series between the Dodgers and the Astros. Before I put the World Series on in just about 30 more seconds, I'm giving away all these baseball cards, all these Topps baseball cards, score. I'll give away all these packs. All you have to do is be a subscriber and like this video, and just stay tuned and I'll tell you how to claim your pack near the end of the video. I've already given away a few dozen packs from earlier videos and earlier World Series simulations. So thank you to those of you that have subscribed and are new to the channel. I do lots of baseball videos during the season. I go to over 100 games every year, and I go to batting practice in different stadiums, do lots of baseball videos. All right, so let's get to it. World Series Game 7. If you're looking for the live stream, you can't broadcast it on YouTube, so you have to go to MLB Streams Reddit. So just Google MLB Streams Reddit, Reddit, and then you will go to a page and just click on the thread. It'll say Astros at Dodgers 8 p.m. and click the first link that comes up, and that will take you right to the live feed. And it's not associated with YouTube or anything, so it will stay live for the entire game. If you watch feeds on YouTube, they often get taken down after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And it's kind of annoying when you're watching the game and it's starting to get good, and then the stream gets taken down, and then you have to find it somewhere else. So go to Reddit and watch it there. For the rest of this video, I am playing the game MLB The Show 17, Game 7. All the lineups are the same that will be out on the field in Game 7. The only difference is, for some reason, Jock Peterson is not on the postseason roster in this game, so I have Andre Ethier playing left field for the Dodgers. I am playing as the Astros, so I'm controlling them. The computer is the Dodgers. I've done a few of these simulations. I skipped Game 2, and I also did not do Game 6. I actually did do a Game 6 simulation, but the file got corrupted because as I was converting the file to MP4 format so I could make a video out of it, my daughter walked into my office and turned my computer off. And it totally corrupted the file and it was ruined. But anyway, I almost had the Game 6 score exactly correct. I had the Dodgers winning 3-2, and it ended up being a 3-1 game. Justin Verlander pitched pretty well yesterday, but it wasn't good enough for the win. So we are in Game 7 now. Believe it or not, at the beginning of this World Series, before it even started, I called the Astros winning in 7 games. That was my pick, so I have a 50-50 shot here. Lance McCullers is on the mound, and as you see there by the line score, he hasn't given up a hit yet. So in the actual Game 7, there's been a lot of talk that the Astros are going to do something a little bit out of the ordinary, at least during the regular season. They're going to bring back their starters to likely pitch in this game. So you will probably see Dallas Keuchel tonight at some point for the Astros, and you probably will also see Charlie Morton. I'm a big fan of both of those guys. I remember Keuchel, when he first came into the league, he threw me a ball like, it was maybe like his first week in the majors, and I was like, who is this guy? I remember he didn't have a beard or anything. He had like a big cleft chin and everything. And I was like, all right, Dallas Keuchel, because I didn't know how to pronounce his name back then. Thank you for that ball. And there he goes and wins the Cy Young Award. And now he is a superstar. Can't wait to watch him pitch tonight, whether it be for a batter or an inning or two. I'm definitely going to bring him into the game here in a little bit. I'm going to try to use the Astros bullpen just like I would imagine AJ Hinch would use it. So I'm planning on using Keuchel and also Morton in this game. But right now, I mean, I've got a no-hitter going, so I'm not in a big rush to bring them in. I'd just like to get some offense going, but Yu Darvish has been doing pretty well. He just gave up his first hit right there to Lance McCullers, of all people. So I've broken the hitless string of at-bats, and George Springer strikes out. Springer, by the way, if the Astros end up winning the World Series, he might end up being your most valuable player. Him, maybe Altuve. They've both had pretty good series. And that's going to be caught. For the Dodgers, if the Dodgers end up winning the World Series, who do you give the MVP to? I don't know. I was listening to the radio. Some people were thinking Kenley Jansen, even though he has a blown save and hasn't pitched that great. If he wins Game 7 and records a save, he'll have 3 saves in the World Series. So, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully the game doesn't end at like 1:30 in the morning or whatever, like the Game 5 did. Hopefully a lot of you watched Game 5. I know that there was a lot of interest in it because I did one of these videos for Game 5 and it got like 70,000 views of people that were looking for the stream. I would imagine most of the people were looking for the stream. They probably weren't looking for MLB The Show 17 simulations. But so that was pretty cool to get all those views and everything. Brought some new people into the channel. And it's still a 0-0 game, but we got a base hit now, so a base runner. Let's see if we can capitalize on that. That's Altuve. I tried to do a hit and run. Got the stolen base because he's so quick, but I struck out. So runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And that's going to be the 3rd out to Puig out there in right field. Hope everybody had a happy Halloween yesterday. I took my 2 oldest kids trick-or-treating. I had talked to my wife about possibly just staying in and she could take the kids trick-or-treating and I could stay in and hand out candy, but really what I wanted to do was I wanted to pass out baseball cards to all the kids that came to my house and just kind of, I was even thinking about recording their reactions and stuff, but I figured, nah. We trick-or-treated for about 30 minutes. That's a nice catch out there by Marwin, by the way. About 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I'm not sure the exact time. It was a little chilly here in Pennsylvania. It was like 44 degrees or something like that. At least it wasn't raining. I remember some days back when I was a kid, some Halloweens back in the day, we would have snow on Halloween. I remember trick-or-treating in some flurries. So it's definitely been colder than it was yesterday. We had about 21 people come by our house for candy. Like to know how many people came by your house for candy. Do you even like keep track of that? A lot of people do keep track just for so they know for the next year how much candy they need to buy. There's another out. Some houses get well over 100 people, and that one might be trouble. Altuve makes the catch. Olivia dressed up like Poppy, by the way. Olivia is my 6-year-old daughter. She's my oldest. My son EJ dressed up like a knight, and that's another out. I didn't dress up for Halloween. We did go to a Halloween party on Saturday night, my wife and I, and we had my parents come over and watch the kids for a little bit. I dressed up like Evan Gattis. I had a Houston Astros throwback jersey on, an Astros hat. And my wife dressed up like Clayton Kershaw. I just gave her some of my Dodgers gear, and she wore a Dodgers uniform, basically like a Dodgers shirt and hat. Since she's a lefty, I just said you can be Clayton Kershaw. So that's what we went as, the Astros and Dodgers. I figured it was pretty fitting since there was a game going on Saturday night and everything, and we didn't really have any other costumes. And by the way, you just saw I lost my no-hitter. Austin Barnes broke it up. And now Yu Darvish tries to do a sac bunt, but a terrible throw by Yuli Gurriel, and we are in some trouble here. There's nobody out. Oh, I should have tried for... I always do that. Like, I should have tried for a double play. I might have had it, but maybe not. Hey, there's a strikeout, so 2 outs. See if McCullers can get out of this. This is the first time he's faced a jam, and he does. Strikeout swinging. Just got to make the throw, and out of the inning. So a 0-0 game. No hitters gone. So I think next time McCullers' spot comes up in the lineup, I'm going to pinch hit. I've got Keuchel and Morton warming up in the bullpen. All I have to do is get some runs. This is kind of annoying that I can't hit. For some reason, I always struggle facing Yu Darvish in this game. Whether it be in Diamond Dynasty, if someone throws him against me, I struggle. So, I don't know if it's because he's got a really crisp, nice fastball, and his curveball can be like 59 miles an hour. It's a speed differential. He just gives me trouble. So, trying to get something going here because pitching duels like this, they're fun to watch on TV, but sometimes for MLB The Show, they can be a little boring because we like to see offense in the show. At least I like offense, especially when I'm playing the show. If I can't get a hit, it's frustrating, especially when I have runners on base. Like I had a guy on second base the other inning, and I couldn't get him around. That was a little bit frustrating. All right, let's see if we can keep them off the board. They've got a runner on first. Just catch that. Oh, we almost missed that. Reddick with the basket catch. And McCullers has pitched 7 scoreless innings. Marwin strikes out. I'm going to have to make a pitching change here. Hey, Reddick. That's over Puig's head. I think he kind of misplayed that a little bit. That should have been caught, I think. So a double with 1 out. I am going to pinch hit. We're going to bring in Carlos Beltrán, the switch hitter. Oh, they're already making a pitching change. Like the batters or the pitcher is coming up and they made the switch. Kind of weird. You would think they would wait until the pinch hitter's announced. All right, I'm bringing up Carlos. He's a switch hitter and he pops out. That is a terrible outcome, Carlos. Beltran's just kind of like a shell of what he used to be. And Springer also flies out. So, wasted that double by Reddick there. And here's Keuchel. Let's see what Keuchel can do. Pitching in relief for the 8th inning. It's kind of risky to bring in starting pitching in the later innings because they're not really used to it. So a lot of times you'll see really good starting pitchers struggle as relievers. But Keuchel's got the job done so far. And nice strikeout. So a quick, clean inning from Dallas Keuchel. Now, it's a tie game, so this could go into extras, and I could use him for a while. I mean, in real life, I think Keuchel would be good for 1 or 2 innings. They probably, what they do in the postseason is they just don't have these pitchers pitch their side session. In the regular season, these pitchers got to the bullpen after like 2 days in between starts, and they throw about 40 to 50 pitches in the bullpen. So they just don't do it in the postseason, and they can throw these pitches in the game. A little more pressure than a bullpen session, but they're still getting their work in just the same. All right, there's a ground out from Seager. Let's see if Keuchel can... He hasn't... Well, I was just going to say he hasn't let up a hit yet. That was, what, the 5th batter he's faced? So there's a runner aboard. And that should be caught. Springer's playing a little bit deep, but he'll get there in time. He's a speedy guy. And that is the 2nd out. Went to a baseball card shop yesterday. Actually, the last 2 days I went to some baseball card shops. I've been getting a little bit more into buying baseball cards. Today I picked up 2 José Altuve rookie cards off of eBay. 2011 Topps Traded. Paid like $20 a piece. They weren't graded or anything, but I'm thinking about maybe keeping one and selling the other. Maybe trying to flip it for 30 bucks, make a little profit. Maybe give one away as a prize. That reminds me, by the way, I have the October winners ready to be announced for that giveaway. I have 20 prizes I'm giving away. All you had to do was comment during the month of October on my videos, and that got you entered in a raffle. So I will reveal all of the winners. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow, but sometime this week. And I'm not sure if I want to do it in its own video or maybe like in the second half of another video or something like that. So look for that this week. You want to make sure that you don't miss out. I've given away some prizes where the person has just never claimed it. Evan Gaddis, man, he just wasted a perfect opportunity. That was the 2nd time I had a runner on 3rd and could not get him home. So here's Morton. Charlie Morton, one of my favorite pitchers. And he promptly comes up and gives up a ground rule double to Andre Ethier, of all people. We're in trouble. There's nobody out. Now Granderson with a base hit. They're not going to send him with... There's no outs. There's no reason to send that runner home. I could intentionally walk right here, but I'm going to go after him. Ball 1. I'm kind of torn. Like, I could intentionally walk, but what's the point? Set up a double play? With 0 outs, you have to go for the strikeout. So 2-2. Need a strikeout here. Then we can go for double play. I guess that's it. Dodgers win the World Series. 4-3. So to claim your free pack of cards, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to me, Erik Jabs, Jabs, P.O. Box 402, Pleasant Unity, PA 15676. I'll put that down in the description. Thanks for watching.